And then you can see I've marked them. Now I'm going to saw these pieces off. So hopefully without hitting my blade on anything. Which I'm going to have to watch for that.
Okay, so you want to come back or you want to saw while we're...
What you want to do is when you don't want to go all the way through into possible metal places, what you're going to do is set your saw blade. And the easiest way to set your saw blade is not to try to measure it. The easiest way to do it is to put it on the board. You hope, actually, you should have your saw unplugged for this.
Oh yeah, that would be nice.
If that goddamn thing wasn't driving me crazy, we'd be okay. Okay. So you want to basically put that down and basically use the board to gauge your depth and lock the sumbitch into place and hope that you don't hit the pipe. And if you do, who cares? You'll get another blade, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay, turn it on.
Okay. Cut off all the way around.
Okay. You can turn it off now.
You want to do that other brace?
In a minute. I hope I don't have to buy another fucking goddamn. Missed. Okay. I missed. You can film it if you want.
I
Is that
am.
what you're doing? Okay. Noisy ass motherfucker.
Yay!
There we go.
Woohoo! Awesome. Now it's got...
Now you can
Cross
see it's
bracing.
pretty sturdy now.
Yep. That's awesome.
Okay, so see how those are up? I'm going to brad those over. Here's a trick. Put the hammer under it. And there you go.
Nice. And they're good and tight too that way.
Yep. Very simple. You also use this on fence posts and stuff. When you're putting fence posts in, you put the sledgehammer on one side. If the post is bouncing, you have somebody hold a sledgehammer right where you're nailing on the other side, and it keeps it from doing
This
this.
keeps the bounce out, yeah.
Okay, now I just have to make the sides, and we're done.
That is awesome.
Now I gotta turn that thing back on, so turn that
I'm turning off, yeah.
Okay. So, like all wheelbarrows, they're supposed to be smaller in the back and smaller in the front. So I want this to be smaller in the back than smaller in the front.
Bigger in the front, smaller in the back, yeah, gotcha.
Whatever I said.
Whatever you meant, yes.
Yeah. What an asshole you are.
I know, I'm terrible.
You people are right. The ones that said Lynn's an asshole.
I am. I'm totally an asshole.
You're a fucking asshole. You meant this and you meant that. Who knows what I fucking meant? Am I right? Again, you could have very carefully measured that and then put it on. But this is much easier.
It certainly is.
This is much easier than trying to figure out what the dimensions are gonna be.
Especially when measuring's not your friend.
No, measuring's not my friend. We know that. Don't we, people?
Actually, that works perfectly well.
It works perfectly good. It does what I want it to do, and I didn't have to sit there and... Okay, here's what happens when I try to measure it, people. I measure it, I think I've got it perfect. I make the fucking cut. Guess what? It ain't fucking perfect, and I've ruined the board. Then I'm all pissed off that I ruined the board, and it becomes a whole thing.
And yes, she measures not twice, she measures 29 times.
And then still manage to fuck it up.
Yeah,
so there's that. Those of you who may not know, because a lot of times I don't read the directions on tools. In fact, how much do I not read the directions on tools? I have a new stapler that runs on air, but I realized it didn't work the same as my nail gun, so I put it up because I didn't want to read the directions. Okay, see these guides? This one is for when you're doing a straight line, and if you look at this, and let it follow your line, you get a true line.
Wow.
Now, I think everybody knows that, but apparently not everybody does.
Ah, I didn't know that.
And that's why I said that, because I realized that you're probably right, and a lot of the stuff that I assume everybody knows, they don't necessarily know.
I guess I could show
That's
you what
right.
she's doing.
I'm ambidextrous. Okay, for those of you who did not know that until this moment, yes. But I am primarily right-handed, so there you go.
But she fights spear left-handed.
Yep. I gotta get a screwdriver to get that one. Why do my brads keep coming out where I don't want them to? Because I can't see! And again, since this is on the underneath side, I don't really care. I'm mostly turning them over because it actually strengthens it to turn them over. When they're turned over, it actually keeps them, makes it one more way to keep them from pulling out. And this one will probably not last as long as the old one, because the old one was made out of pressure-treated wood, and this is made out of cedar. Cedar is really a good tool, though. It's really a good thing. So now I'm going to take it over there, and I'm going to move all the plants from that into this. And so that'll be the next thing you film, so you can turn it off already.
Awesome. We are on our way over to plant this wheelbarrow. This is going to be the beginning of a new one. I just want to show you what it looks like where you can actually see it. It's actually quite attractive. Quite attractive. And when the cedar ages, as we all know cedar does, it'll look every bit as old as the rest of it. Quite an attractive little flower bed. She'll tell you all about it when she finishes collecting her stuff.